Georgia organizations push to keep black voters energized for a crucial Senate runoff.
I hope Herschel Walker wins. I said it. I hope Herschel Walker wins.
Black people have shown up for democracy for generations, and I believe that it will show up again in Georgia, said Rana Epting, the executive director of Move On. They still pushing it, ain't they?
What is Warnock going to give you for your vote?
What's Scott gonna give you?
We're talking about Warnock right now.
No, what is Walker gonna give you?
Walker is going to give us freedom to be off of that Democratic plantation that they've been on.
Y'all
See, you got to be freed first.
Oh, let me think. Look,
be freed first, and then the next time go around, we'll give demands to Herschel Walker. Negro, if you want to stay in office, we're going to need you to stop aborting kids. Talk about implementing reparations for the people of Georgia.
You expect Herschel Walker to do that? He against reparations.
Yeah. Well, we're going to change his mind.
How? As a black man, they don't change his mind. How the hell are you going to change his mind? He's a black
believe
man.
That Herschel Walker will come around.
All right.
There's no hope for Warnock.
Y'all know he's being sarcastic.
There's no hope for Warnock. Am I right about that? There's no hope for him. He's not going to do shit, correct?
Neither one of them are.
Okay. So what difference does it make if
you don't vote for neither one of them?
No, they need to let go of that Democratic
party.
Let it go.
Okay. Are they trying to trick us into voting for slavery? Okay. Black voters in Louisiana embarrassed by state's failure to pass anti-slavery amendment. Are they trying to trick us into voting for slavery? Asked John Miles, a 41-year-old black truck driver in Monroe. Black voters in Louisiana are confused. Many are embarrassed. Some are angry. All seem to be concerned about their state is being perceived at how their state is being perceived after a constitutional amendment to eliminate slavery and forced indentured servitude failed to pass in November election. Talking about prison, obviously. They want that free prison labor. I'm sorry, they're not giving it up. They may be, in part, because the lawmaker who authored the bill to allow the vote switched direction and worked to kill it. 4 other states, Alabama, Oregon, Tennessee, and Vermont, passed similar legislation effectively ending slave labor in prisons. Louisiana, however, did not vote for the constitutional amendment, which has been introduced by Representative Edmund Jordan, a black politician known for fighting for black people's causes like limiting police officers' immunity in civil lawsuits. In an unusual twist, Jordan initiated a campaign last summer for the amendment he authored to fail. His original bill read, slavery and involuntary servitude are prohibited. With that language, it was clear the bill would have wiped out the 138-year-old exception in Louisiana's constitution that allowed involuntary servitude as punishment for a crime. But Jordan agreed to an addendum to the bill, which said a part of the Constitution that prohibited slavery and involuntary servitude did not apply to otherwise lawful administration of criminal justice. So basically, if we correctly put you in prison, you're still a slave. That section, Jordan said, created confusion for him and voters and made some question whether the second part of the bill was canceling out the first part. Are they trying to trick us into voting for slavery? Why would they make it so confusing? He said he voted no because of the lack of clarity. Ultimately, the amendment failed with 61% voting no. Jordan was fine with the amendment not passing, even though many black voters disagreed. The measure received more no votes than yes in all 64 parishes in the state. Some of the voters, like Todd L. Sterling and Baton Rouge, said that measures passing would have represented progress rather than leaving slavery and indentured servitude in place. This failure signifies remnants of a time many would like to forget. What the hell happened? So he put out a bill. They wanted it redone and added a clarification that canceled out the first part. And so he just said, all right, fuck it, we ain't signing it, and just moved on.
Pretty much.
And the people are like, what the hell? Basically, somebody probably put some money in his pocket and said,
wow,
don't
dude.
listen to it. I'm saying
wow.
I said it.
Wow.
Somebody threw some money in his pocket.
How low of the black man you think he would just take money and just let his people just die?
Somebody threw some money in his pocket and told him to throw that one in the bottom of the water.
This is how low he thinks a black man.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to say the brother is behind the scenes coming up with a plan.
Oh, it's a plan, all right. Plan how you going to spend that money. Black spending power reaches record $1.6 trillion, but net worth falls. CNBC's Frank Holland joins Squawk Box to report the black spending power reached a record $1.6 trillion in 2021, although the group's net worth declined 14%.
Did we get stimmies in 2021? Yeah. There was some stimmies.
So they spent the money, basically.
Amazon.
So if black people became their own country, they would be like the top 10 richest nation in the world, wouldn't they? 1.6 trillion?
Possibly.
They'd be a top 10 wealthiest nation. Now, when people see this, the first thing they bring up is that, see, that's why we can't have reparations, because all people going to do is spend it on something they don't need.
Well, it's my damn money. I can spend it on what I want to spend it on.
I'm going to show you somebody who made that case. This is Dr. Umar Johnson, where he said that he don't believe you can just give anybody reparations. Umar Johnson need black Americans to be perfect for reparations.
That would have helped.
Let me ask you a question. The question on the table. If we get reparations, will that help us? If somebody is mentally ill in a mental asylum, mental hospital, you give him $1 million.
Gone.
Does it reverse the illness?
Nah, it don't.
Does it do anything to treat his problem?
No.
So let's take that to a community. If a community has no institutions, no way to track the money in their community, they own none of the institutions.
And the reason why they willing to destroy their own communities is because they don't own anything. Part of the reason why you see when you go into a quote unquote hood place, the reason why it looked the way it looked is because they don't own it. So they don't bother to want to take care of it.
You drop.
So if you give them money to own it.
That's like you giving somebody, if you give somebody some money and say, this is your community, you have to maintain it and kill it.
Yeah, you got to pay.
And they
for
have
it.
the money, then they're going to work on it. That's like you having your house.
Exactly. The reason why you don't take care of a house you renting, because you expect the landlord to come fix it.
Or you just nasty as hell.
Yeah, that too. That exists.
Let's just keep it honest.
That's true. But another part of that is you expect a landlord to come fix your property because it's theirs. But they don't.
I feel bad for these renters out here. Our uncle, he owned a house.
Yeah.
He moved out of his house because he had another house. He rented it out, and they just
tore it up. And
so that's why I said I would
everything
never
you think
be
happened
a
to
renter.
it happened to it. We ain't even got to say it. Whatever, everything you think happened to it happened.
And it was some Negroes that stayed in it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So
A couple $1 trillion in that community.
It's over.
How is that money going to benefit the people when all the institutions in the community that are going to take their money are not owned by people who look like them? I'm going to ask it another way. If we don't responsibly spend the money we already have.
And now we're going back to that. We're going back to that 1.6 trillion. We don't know what they spent that money on. We don't know.
I don't want to hear Dr. Umar Johnson babble talk.
What do you mean babble talk?
His babble talk. He's babbling. I don't like when people try to tell black people they shouldn't get reparations because they feel like they're gonna take the money and misuse it. I don't want to hear it.
But did you agree with him or not?
Agree with him on what?
That black people would misuse it.
I don't think all black people would misuse their money.
I'm not saying all. I'm saying they're going to use that idea that black people in 2021 has spending power of 1.6 trillion, but their net worth dropped by 14%. What does that say? What it shows me is during the pandemic, people were spending money in need.
What makes you think giving?
What did they buy? You have to know what they bought with it.
That's like putting out something and not putting out the full story.
Was it things that was necessary, or was it things that were?
I'm sure it was things that was necessary, and it was things that wasn't unnecessary. So, they money.
Oh, it's just their money. Okay. Hold on, let me. Now you don't like Umar?
No, I like Umar Johnson, but right now I don't want to hear the bullshit.
Let me see this. He said Draymond John, I think,
Did
Fubu
this
owner.
Negro put the damn?
He put the link to
in the
Fubu.
damn.
Travis backtracking already. Hey, Travis, better free stop buying Nike and support your people. Georgia runoff. They started early elections this Saturday. LOL, I hope Walker wins as well. I didn't vote. Fuck them all.
Damn right.
That's why the Q turned down for what vote is a legit concern. If they're going to do what they're going to do regardless. Exactly. Umar can kiss D's.
George, you seem to have a problem with black people who prefer for black people to be with other black people. You seem to have a problem with those individuals.
1.6 trillion. One of the top nations is why the anti-Semitic foe rhetoric is in the gear. There's too much power. Well, we don't even recognize the power we got. So, like you said earlier, we got the power. Umar don't need it, so I'll take his donations. J. Edgar Hoover, yeah. Are you saying Dr. Umar is a Tower of Babylon, Babel Travis? It's mine to use. We don't question Ukraine on what they doing, what they want. Oh, we're going to get to Ukraine. We might even have to fast forward to get to that. Umar, a bona fide buster. Oh, you
wow,
definitely...
George. Hold on, George. I ain't going to let you disrespect that elder like that. Now, we just had conversations about disrespecting elders.
Yeah, you disrespecting that. Well,
you disrespecting that elder by calling him a bum.
He can call him a bum.
What do you say?
A buster.
What is a buster?
That's an LA thing.
You buster.
Or Cali thing, should I say?
Buster.
You buster. He said bona fide buster. That's what Stephen Smith said about Kwame Brown. He's a bona fide scrub.
In the South, we call them moochers.
Yeah.
You a moocher. Stop mooching off of me.
All right. Massive citizen free press news site suspended for Musk's Twitter for sharing video of Obama admitting election machine exploits. I'm just going to show the video of Obama making a claim back in 2008 that both Democrats and Republicans will, when they're in power, do things to influence the voting machines. And let me just let this load. Hold on.
You said who? Democrats and Republicans?
Yeah.
I don't believe you about the Republican part.
Yeah, okay. Can I please see the tweet?
Conservatives are...
They deleted it?
Fair. How many times have I told you to screenshot the stuff?
Wow. That's crazy. Wow. Well, they deleted it. But basically, it's him back in 2008 in his campaign. He said, I'm glad that we're in power so we can have some level of control over the machines. He said, we know that the Republicans do it. He said, I'm glad the Democrats are in power. Then he said, even the Democrats, we know that they tend to do it too. When you're in power, you want to influence things in your favor. So basically, that's all he said. But he got banned from Twitter for that. And look at this. This is how they're trying to use black. Now they're trying to use black people against Elon Musk. Users are split over black Twitter's chances to survive under Elon Musk.
They should like Elon Musk because this is supposed to be now a free speech platform.
It's not true. He's still banning people. They still banning people a lot. Black Twitter is mourning the possible end of the influential community they found on Twitter more than a decade ago. But users are split between finding a new app or staying put. I don't think nobody is worried about this. I'm not ready to go because I feel like that's the case with a lot of things. Black people bring culture, community, and love, and so much energy and spirit and soul, whatever places we inhabit, and then someone else comes in and totally disrupts the energy and we leave. And they benefit from what we built. Unique Jones Gibson, an avid Twitter user and CEO of marketing company Culture Brand. Oh, you use Twitter. See, what happens is you use Black Twitter to promote your stuff. So you like, my business is going to take a hit.
That was very positive what he said. Black people bring culture, community, and love, and so much energy and spirit. There's a flip side.
Exactly.
Violence.
Well, the only way people can take something when you build it is because you don't own it. You don't own Twitter. Go make a black Twitter.
There was a place that tried to make a black Twitter.
But no, they try to actually name it Black Twitter. And people like, we don't want you to just copy and jerry rig Twitter and just give us a ghetto version of Twitter.
They made a platform like YouTube and nobody won't go support it.
What's the name of it?
Black.
Exactly.
But you know what?
No,
we could talk about this on air.
What?
You have to pay.
Yeah, you got to pay to
put
upload
videos.
Yeah.
I was fine with paying to put videos up, and you said no. No, I don't want to do that.
First off, yeah, I did, because the fact that I have to pay to upload is crazy.
Why? It's supporting a platform that don't have the same resources that YouTube does.
If you was giving me a subscription service where I get something from it, because I'm helping you, I'm giving you money and I'm putting content on your.
You're supposed to build them up, dude.
Listen, I'm giving you money and putting content on your website. Give me something.
That's a Negro for you.
Like I'm giving. Wait. That's called,
except for when it comes to asking the Democratic Party to give you something, then you don't want anything.
That's quid pro quo. You give me, I give you. That's how business works, ain't it? That's business at that point. You giving them money, that's a business.
Well, sometimes you got to do favors for family.
Oh, now they family.
They family.
Okay.
But hold on, the owner was with some weird shit though. He did something weird that made black people want to backtrack. I think he included some LG. Something was going on in the mix a couple years ago.
I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised at all. Obama video, man, you know you need a screenshot or capture the video like that. Yeah, they got him up out of here. They got Twitter. Twitter got him up out of here completely. They let him last for like a week though, so I figured it'll still be up. Dude, you just stated we don't even recognize what we got power, so that's just how witchcraft works. Everyone, especially the ADL, is say you do, but we don't see it. Way too many of us instead are telling Kyrie and Yee, y'all, I'm effing your money and our rep. Shake my damn head. Travis King talking until he buy at least 10 items of current FUBU off FUBU website and show the receipts. Travis talking that Negro is, but he don't that FUBU. He denying the
George,
FUBU
you wear
they pay for.
FUBU?
Oh, now you trying to flip it.
Are you in California? So all you wear is khakis. Everything is khakis, brown khakis.
Please don't bring up K. You got in an argument earlier because
Yeah,
I told him that
let's talk
people
about
wore
it.
Dickies where we from. He said,
No,
they
I don't
didn't.
remember. I remember. We are from North Kakalaka.
North Kakalaki.
They wore baggy ass pants or shorts. They were not Dickies. They were jeans
They
and
wore-
big ass tees in the early 2000s. I don't remember them wearing no damn khakis, shirt khakis, pants khakis. That's a California thing. That's not a every state thing.
They wore Dickies.
Every state has different cultures for stuff they wear.
They wore Dickies, Travis.
In the South, they wore baggy clothes, dude.
Okay.
Is that not true?
Yeah, they wore Dickies.
Where I ain't gonna go back and forth with you.
Oh, let's speed it up.